When you have members of the political establishment telling you that there's always an option for the poor of suicide, no, this is how they feel it is. They just want to exterminate us to get us out of their hair.
Happy if they just curled up and died.
And the thing is, while we've got party politics, that might be applicable to the nation, but it's not applicable to the community. Community councillors need to be from the community, for the community, no for a party. Hi there, I'm Peter Morton and I'm an independent candidate in the current local elections. I'm here at Castlemilk Shopping Centre with Cathy Mulligan, who is also standing as an independent for the Lynn Ward in Glasgow. Cathy.
Hi, I'm Cathy Mulligan. I'm glad Peter's come here for Renfrew because we think it's really important that people link up throughout the city and make a stand and no leave it to party politics, because it's obviously doing us all a disservice. The poverty rates in Castlemilk, I think that's, in this day and age, is a disgrace. There's no need for that level of inequality.
We're here at Castlemilk Shopping Centre to speak to people and try and create a dialogue with the community and show them that it's not only about individuals standing as an independent candidate, but it's about highlighting to party politics that individuals within the community have an opinion and they have opinions to be put forward on current issues. Again, it's not always about what the politician can do, but how the community can get involved, whether it be helping with leafleting, whether it be having a conversation and discussing the issues that affect us around the country. This is why Cathy and I are having a bit of a discussion to see what the issues are between the Renfrew North and Braehead Ward and the Lynn Ward. But this, as I say, goes across the country. We are all being left with the same plausible party policies. The policies that, in effect, exterminate the poor and feed the rich. And this is the part that we need to stop, and we need to highlight by allowing other people within the community to share their views with us.
Part of the reason that we're standing is to galvanise people, because we think that it's only people pulling together that's going to change anything. That's the thing, that's why we go to the NHS, that's why we had social security provision. It was people uniting together and demanding that. And we think that the party politics is twice removed from the actual what's happening in communities. And if you look at Renfrew, if you look at Castlemilk, if you look at Easterhouse throughout the city and throughout Scotland, we see this level of poverty and inequality increasing. And we think the only way that can change is by people pulling together and using their voice, and no just leaving it to politicians, because it's doing us a big disservice.
The fact that we're leaving the issue of child poverty to party politics has resulted in the rate of child poverty in Bangladesh is lower than it is in the UK. We have more children living in poverty than a third world country. Now that is because of the apathy and disregard of party politics.
No, because that's one of the things that we have done in the community. I'm part of the Castlemilk Against Austerity, and we have been out into the community and we're trying to unite people together. We have social nights like music nights, because we think these things are important, that reminding people of who they are, because a lot of the things that when some people are living in poverty, they become isolated, stuck in their own house, and that's how things have got. That's how these politicians have got away with the situation that we're in just now. So we're saying, come on, lift our heads up, stick up for each other, and get out in the streets. And we need people to come and join us and help us do that. One of the things is that to lift our heads up is like reminding ourselves about the friendships and about caring for each other in the community, and the people. We're having a good time being out and interacting with people, and it's really gave me confidence to stand up for myself and stick up for myself against the attacks for the DWP when you're threatened with your livelihood for getting taken away from you and stuff.
We're all in the same boat. It's not divide, subdivide and rule. It's link up, connect and have a conversation. Enjoy a coffee with somebody. Enjoy going and meeting an artist and getting them to do a poster for you. enjoy getting the kids involved to do some finger painting and create some artwork for you to publicise your campaign. But not only that, to galvanise, as Cathy put it, the way that the community works together and shares the skills and the resources that they have.
Because that's one thing that we forget. We forget about all the resources and all the skills that we actually do have. When you're being labelled unemployed or if you're struggling with different things, we have found that we've got somebody who can actually do the layout for a newsletter. We've got people who can write for newsletters. We've got people who can sing and people who can tell stories, people who play guitars and different things. And I think that is one of the things that gets lost when people are struggling and money's scarce. And I think that just actually being physically doing things that just remind you of how good we all actually are and how much we have to offer. Whereas
how capable we are.
How capable we are of doing things as well. So that's the thing, we've got loads of resources in the community that have been undermined because of lack of funding. But we've got a great centre like the Castlemilk Youth Complex where there's loads of activities going on, and also we're being welcomed to go up there on a Tuesday night and interact with the young people as well. We do a newsletter that encourages people to contribute. Everybody's welcome to write some information. It's not all just about politics. Somebody wrote about collecting berries in the last newsletter. I feel like people feel better than zero. We've also had a guy who just turned up and he'd written a play about benefit sanctions, which was brilliant. We're hoping that he was hoping to then take his play to Dundee. It's Dundee against austerity and like the action against austerity people. Things that we've done is a food solidarity market where we're saying to people, we set up stalls, we have artists and music playing as well, and we're saying to people, bring what you can, take what you need. And it's to counteract the stigma and shame that people feel when they have to go to food banks. And it also highlights that it's people, if people pull together, there's no need for them to go hungry. And one of the good things about that is that the young people now for the youth complex and their community work programme that they do, they're now going to campaign ways, and they're doing it in a way to show that food banks are wrong and that they shouldn't exist. And one of the most inspiring things and the best things that are happening is that we're connecting with young people and they're being proactive and getting involved as well. I mean, it was a young person that designed our leaflet and everything too, so we think that's vital for all our futures.
So, with my particular situation, being disabled leads to isolation. One of the best things about this is meeting people, understanding what resources are available, and the great thing about it is there's resources everywhere. We make films to highlight how you can go about things as part of community groups like Plantation Productions, creating media for the whole country, creating media for everyone. What that can lead to is interaction with other community groups and providing some of this understanding of the video technology and how to get this information online. As an electronics engineer, I understand the technology. I don't have very much physical ability, but that's where interaction with the community comes in, because transferring these skills to someone else allows them to understand what their capabilities are as well as your own.
We're involving everybody in the community, and especially young people. They've been the driving force for us as well.
We make videos to involve community groups. We are trying to inform people of the methods to use to access this technology and these processes.
There's loads of artists as well coming on board. That's why when we have our food solidarity, we're able to put on music, live music, and the spoken word. I think people like Victoria McNulty say a lot and express a lot politically that way as well. People with loads of skills who are passing their skills on. We had a youth fest organised a couple of weeks ago, and it was people came up and were showing them how to record in a studio. They were showing them how to make stained glass windows. They were showing them sculpture. There was also people for Better Than Zero and the people for That's So Gay. There was different conversations that were to be had, and all that's really It's really about human beings and the things that we're getting denied.
Well, it allows the people to understand what their capabilities are, and with a tiny little bit of guidance, you can show them how to use a professional camera and make professional videos. You can show them how to construct a website, or how to make a newsletter, or how to put a blog up to highlight whatever the message is that you want to put across.
So we create loads of leaflets. The leaflets are created by all the people involved. Anybody that comes to our meetings is welcome to write a leaflet on issues that affect them. We have produced a dozen leaflets in response to issues that people have come up with in the community, and so we devised responses to the conversations that we have, and I think that all that again generates a conversation, and it's great to be involved.
Well, that is the main point of this. I mean, democracy is a conversation about your views, and unless we have the conversation, we only have a bureaucracy. Because the participation is the single most important part
It really
of it,
is that.
and that's the conversation.
And people have to be proactive, otherwise we're leaving it to the politicians who aren't having the conversation with us, aren't they?
Then it's a bureaucracy, not democracy.
We have to understand how our resources are being used, and we have to use the resources that we already have, and encourage people to scrutinise how resources are getting spent, and how they're not getting spent, and where they're getting spent. Communities are being undermined. I mean, like that last Saturday when we had the Youth Fest, all the resources were there because we provided it for free, and that should be resources that we have every week, every Saturday. People should be able to go up and explore their humanity and the things that they can do.
That's all.
That's how we look at community values that we share and we encourage, because one of our stalls, that's what we call share and share alike. Bring what you can, take what you need, encourage people to be sharing, and because we're living in a society that's really, really selfish, and we want to break that down in any way we can. We have to remind ourselves of collectively the riches that we've got. So we have to use them to the best of our abilities and remind each other of the skills and resources that we do have that are being denied to us.